This annual event for members of the Aircrew Association commenced in 1999 at North Weald Airfield. Subsequent gatherings have been at Duxford twice, the Yorkshire Air Museum at Elvington and at Kemble in the Cotswolds. In 2004, the aircraft came from Teesside, the West Country and the Isle of Wight, as well as from most closer airfields. About 125 aircraft flew into North Weald and nearly 300 veterans attended, involving many reunions.
We're a volunteer unit that's been at North Weald for about 16 years now, and we operate current equipment that is suitable for the Civil Aviation Authority. We're all fully trained. The equipment is completely sponsored by ourselves, other than the actual courses at Teesside and the personal equipment I'm wearing now, which the council provide for us. The vehicles themselves, as I said, are current standard, and they carry 600 gallons of water and 80 gallons of foam. So we can basically put out anything that you would see on this airfield today.
Members of the Aircrew Association are mainly World War II veterans, but it also includes post-war flyers. All have at one time or another served with the RAF, Dominion Air Forces or the Fleet Air Arm in a flying capacity.
But nice, very nice aeroplane that I have come over in, and well, it must have cost well, £250,000, I should think, if not more. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. All leather upholstery. Well, I belong to Romford RAFA and the Legion down there. And that's where I, spend my time.
Yeah. You miss it.
All in Romford.
You miss that sort of life.
Pardon?
Do you miss that life that you know?
Oh, yeah. Life? Well, I did 555 hours all told. And I paid for every one.
You did?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
No, I had some good times.
I bet you did.
My husband, Ian Burnstock, and a friend of his, Gideon Toads, started the whole thing.
Said, everybody here seems to fly around in circles and doesn't do anything very constructive. So he said, why don't we do something useful and fly ex-service veterans?
Yeah, and they started in our sitting room, and I went absolutely berserk. For weeks and weeks I thought they were married to each other, the way they shouted at each other.
Organising it for the very first time, I remember that.
And we contacted the aircrew associations and private pilots, and we ended up on the first event, which happened to be here at North Weald, where we had about 64 aircraft and about 100 ex-service veterans.
And basically what we do is give World War II RAF aircrew a day out with a difference. We pick them up in aircraft near their home, we fly them to the venue, entertain them, feed them, give them something to drink, and try to give them an atmosphere where they can just get together with their old wartime colleagues.
The Spitfire Society is here today. We're having really an open day for our members, as well as joining and with the Propeller Club. But the aims of our society, of course, are to keep the Spitfire alive. Generally speaking, our whole aim is, because it's such a beautiful aircraft and it meant so much and did such a lot during the war is to keep its memory going forever.
Calls of promoting the Blenheim and the crews that fought and died in her during the war, and that's why the aircraft itself is so special. So special that she gets back in the air, because she's a memorial flight in her own right, really. Just like the Lancaster, 6,000 Blenheims were built during the war, and they did sterling service against very, very fearsome odds very early on in the war and throughout the war, every theatre of the war and in every command. The only aircraft in the RAF to see service to that depth during the war.
Hello everybody, my name's Mike Ewington. I've spent my life as a commercial artist, but my daughter, who runs the Hummingbirds, the singing group, which you'll hear today, she does all the writing of the arrangements, and she asked me to play the piano for them. And occasionally we get asked, as on these nostalgia do's, to come along in the appropriate uniform, which is usually 8th Army US Army Air Force, and I'm supposed to be a colonel today, lieutenant colonel, because of course I have to pull rank over these wicked women that I work with.
The veterans are brought here by private pilots who volunteer themselves and their aircraft from all over the country to bring in veterans.
There is much concern that regional plans for additional housing could result in up to 6,000 houses being built on the North Weald airfield. This would mean the end of flying at North Weald and the closure of the last of the Battle of Britain airfields in the 11 Group, where most of the battle was waged. Dennis Ray and his hard-working band of helpers. They arrange for the private pilots to fly the Aircrew Association members to the events. They order the refreshments and book the entertainment and the guest speakers.
Pennsylvania 65000. I got a sweetie I know there. Someone who sets me aglow there. Gives me the sweetest hello there. Pennsylvania 65000. We don't say how are you and very seldom ask what's new. Instead we start and end each call with baby confidentially I love you. Numbers I've got by the dozen. Everyone's uncle and cousin, but I can't live without buzzing. Pennsylvania 65000. Baby, here's a 5 a dime. Baby, now's about the time for a string of clothes that are Woolworth. Every pearl's a star above, wrapped in dreams and filled with love. That old string of pearls that are Woolworth. Till that happy day's ring, when you buy a wedding ring, please a string of pearls that are Woolworth. Please a string of pearls that are Woolworth. In the mood.
A thoroughly enjoyable day for all concerned.